Well, good morning, everybody. It's been a little while since I've done an update, so I thought I'd do a quick one, kind of cover the truck and some of the other projects that we're doing here in the hangar. But as you can see, the engine's just about ready. Got the rest of the accessories on there. We're still waiting for the intake exhaust manifold to be machined at Gary's. They seem to be taking a little while, but most of the shops are busy, so we'll have to deal with it. But right now I'm working on a lot of prepping the primered parts that we got back from the body shop. Have to knock down some of the rough edges and a couple spots that they missed with the primer. So I'm having to kind of go over all of the pieces one by one. And in fact, here is the inner fender. They seem to have missed a couple of the edges. I've got them all primered now. But if they don't get the edges all primered, and when we paint it, what happens is that's where it tends to start to peel, or the paint will lift off. And so these have to be scuffed and then sanded, and then, if necessary, reprimered to some degree. But anyway, so moving along, you can see some of the other pieces up here that I've had to kind of go over a little bit. There's the hood hold down cowl up front. One of the window frames is right here. And so and this window frame, I was getting ready to work on that a little bit, but, or was it the other one? It was this one. You can see right here, I don't have to glare, a little bit of too much of a glare, but you can see the crack in it. So one of our friends out here, Dave, hopefully will be able to weld it from the backside or put a plate in there so that we don't have to replace it. But anyway, so moving along, these are some of the pieces that I've had to kind of look at real closely and then have to sand them down and scuff them. And a couple of them I had to reprimer over their primer just because we want to make it right. We ended up getting another radiator, a newer aluminum one. And so I've refinished it in the colors that we wanted for underneath the hood, and that should look real nice in there. There's a few more of the other pieces, the brake pedal, the horn. I did get the air filter all done. We've got a real nice AC Delco sticker I'm going to put on there once I have it positioned on the truck. And that'll be the radiator frame support. So you can see there's quite a few little pieces that we'll have to paint, that'll be painted. All these primer ones will be in the dark green color, and so and these are a few more, but a lot more other little pieces up here that I've had to clean, resurface, and prime, and so forth. You can see all of that stuff right there. But all these little tiny ones take so much time. So we've gotten in, all of our glass has arrived, all of our new glass, and we managed to even find the corner windows. And if you can see it, I don't know if you can see right here, but here's the corner window, and it's got a nice light green tint to it, which is going to look really cool next to the dark green of the truck, and looking forward to getting that put in. We also got, this is the old vent window. It looks like we're going to have to change these little handles. Fortunately, they're available only for like $10 each. The old ones, like this one right here, is frozen into position, and there's a little tiny roll pin. Sorry, the light's not very good in here today. That it just wouldn't be worth me trying to dig it out because the new ones, excuse me, the new ones did not come with the little handle, and so it would almost be, I don't know, wouldn't make any sense to put the old ones back on here. So we'll get some new ones on the way. And then today I'll be working on putting the vent window frame back together. As you can see here, I've got it all refinished, and here's some of the components that I'm going to have to put onto it. The new weather stripping seals and so forth. New window channel. This will be this right there. and then here's another weather stripping seal that goes around the edge of the window. But in order to put this particular piece on, which fits right inside here, I've had to scrounge and find these tiny little rivets. They're aircraft rivets, and needed these special heads. So our buddies over at the FBO, Caleb, got me these, and then so I'll use this tool right here to kind of clamp them on there and squish them together. I think that's how it works. So anyway, fun. Moving on to the airplane. The annual is done on it. However, the plane was deemed unairworthy for a couple of reasons. One was a U-bolt that was holding down the main landing gear, which has been replaced already. And the second reason it failed was that the caliper on this wheel right there was dripping, and so the IA said that it needed to be repaired. And so we've got new O-ring. I'll show you real quick here. For the caliper, and that's all that seals it, is this little tiny O-ring right here. Goes right on this caliper, hang on, right on this caliper piston. You can see on the old one, that's the old one right there, and it fits down inside that groove inside the cup there. And so we decided to go ahead and change the brake pads. They were almost down to the rivets, and those arrived last night. Here they are, tiny little things. And so these have to be riveted onto this backing plate using this little tool right here. Fortunately, Luke has most of these tools, so when he gets here about 9 or so, I'll help him do that. But the package came with some special rivets. You can see that, and they have a little, they're hollow, I guess, that they kind of mushroom out or something on one end. So we'll change those, and then after that we'll get these calipers mounted back onto the wheel. And then inside here, since the brake lines have all been opened up, I'm going to have to crawl way back in here behind the rudder and brake pedals is the master cylinders, and it's a pain in the ass getting up in there and filling up the reservoirs, just because you can't really see what you're doing. You have to go by feel, and then we'll have to bleed them out through. You can see the brake line right here that goes down all the way down to the wheel, and then we'll have to bleed it very carefully so that we get all the air out of it. But plane's coming back together, and Luke's doing a good job of getting all the inspection plates back on it and so forth. So maybe within a week or so it'll be ready to fly. We'll need to get the IA back out here to confirm that everything was done correctly, and then we'll do a run-up, and then it should be good to go. So anyway, I'll get back with another update here probably within a week or so. We'll talk about the body and how the body shop is doing. So signing off. See you later.